my sister. I was going to do this eulogy. This morning, my wife asked me, am I ready for today? The dichotomy here is that some here are hoping that this eulogy involves me preaching Regina into heaven. And then there are some hoping that I preach Reggie into hell. However, I am not the all-powerful God who can send someone to heaven. Nor can I assign someone to hell. But what I am is an uncle. An uncle standing in a position that wish he had answered one more text. Thought I had more time, but I didn't. The last text said, "Hi, Uncle AJ. Is Reggie your favorite niece?" And I'm supposed to stay here and tell you a story about how we laughed and talked and communicated, but I let life get in the way. I let life get in the way and I didn't respond to the text. And as I thought about this eulogy, I thought, what can I say to you so that you don't let life get in the way? So I began to think that if I had to talk to people that knew Reggie, or the people that have grown to know Regina, that there are 3 lessons that I know that both Reggie and Regina would agree with. First lesson is, live your life like it is the last day on earth. Before there was a Regina, there was a Reggie. Me and my sister, we were talking the other day, like, we don't remember Reggie being born, we just remember Reggie being here. And one of my earliest memories of Reggie was running around the house with a towel on his head.
Hey. That's him.
And it didn't matter what anybody had to say, Reggie was going to be who he was. Another memory that comes to my mind that I want to share with you when I say live your life as if it is your last day on earth. I remember sitting in my mom's living room. Reggie came over and said, "Grandma, you gonna come to my football game?" So we looked at each other. Reggie, football? Like when did this happen? I'm thinking to myself, like, what position you gonna play? He said, "No, Grandma, I'm a cheerleader." Okay. And if you knew, that was history-breaking stuff that Reggie was doing. So when I say live your life like it is the last day on earth, live your life as if you have nothing else to live for but the day. Lesson number 2. Love as if it is all you have to give. I don't care where you were, what environment you were in. If Reggie saw you and Reggie became Regina, if Regina saw you, she was always going to show love. Always. I don't care what mood you were in, I don't care where you were, she was going to always show how much she loved you. And I know a lot of times we get caught up in the fine things of life about, how much this person makes and what's this person doing with their lives. But what people are going to remember, not what you gave them or not what you said to them, but how you love them. Lesson number 3. Leave an impression on everyone that has the pleasure of experiencing you. To know Regina was to have an experience. Sometimes I would ask Val, where's I'm like, Henry, I rarely call Regina, I called him Reggie. That's because what I knew. where Reggie at today, or Reggie in Colorado, or here, or there, or here, or there. But everybody, even here today, that has gotten up to speak, has talked about the experiences that they've had with Regina. And so I want to admonish you that make your life one that everyone that comes in contact with you can say they had an experience that they will never, ever forget. And before I sit down, I must be true to where we are. There are over 3,000 promises in the Bible. And one promise that sticks with me more than any other is 1 Corinthians 13:12. And it says, but now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. The reason why this sticks with me is because there's a lot of nows of life. The now right now is the pain of burying a loved one. The now are the questions of why God, why did it have to happen to Reggie? Why did it have to happen to Regina? Why did it have to happen on Christmas Day? The now is the anger with God, because we are angry because we don't understand what God is doing. And no matter what sermons you hear or who you talk to, nobody can explain what God is doing when God is doing what God does. And the now of the moment causes pain, it causes anguish, it causes confusion, because we can't answer or we can't articulate what God is doing. There are 3 words in that verse that I want you to remember. There's now, but, and then. The now is where we are in this moment of pain. But the Bible has a way of adding that conjunction word, but. What the word but does, it negates anything that happens before, and it gives you something to look forward to in the future. The Bible there is saying in that verse that right now we're looking as if, I want everybody to turn around and look at that stained glass window. Right now, the Bible is saying the way we're looking at this, if we're trying to peek through that stained glass window, we don't know what's on the other side of that window if we look right through that window. But we know that there's sunny outside. We know that there are trees outside. But now we're looking through that glass. Now, I'm going to try to make this a little personal. When I was growing up in Boynton Beach, Florida, we used to go to a barber shop, and his name was Mr. Elliott. Everybody knows Mr. Elliott. And sometimes, I think back then, the haircut was $7. Now my beard cost me $30 just to get done. But back then, right next door to Mr. Elliott, there was this drive-through store. And that drive-through store, sometimes my dad may give me $10. I may have $10, so I have $7 to get a haircut. I got $3 I can go spend over there. And one of the favorite things that you go in there and get was a now later candy.
Make it plain, Smoke. Make it plain.
Now, the thing about a now later candy is that when you first open it up and put it in your mouth, it's a little plasticky and it doesn't taste good. But as you continue to chew into the candy and you let it savor in your mouth, it eventually begins to turn into something sweet. All right, y'all not with me yet. So what I'm trying to help you understand is that right now there is pain. Right now there is suffering. Right now there is sadness. But the Bible says, but then face to face. I'm here to let you know that right now there is sadness, but there's coming a day where the sadness won't be as strong as it is right now. The pain won't be as prolific as it is right now. There's coming a day where we will be able to ask God face to face, God, why? And every question that you did not have an answer to, God himself, the Bible says, will wipe every tear. Val, he will wipe every tear from your eye. Darren, he's going to hold you in ways that you didn't know that you need to be held. Money, he's going to answer every question that you have. God is a God who loves, and we don't understand why we go through what we go through, but the Bible tells us